In Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Throwing on first down. Murray. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Murray. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
I got you. My 20. 180. 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So out now come the Cardinals. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
On second down, Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Garoppolo on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he's caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Arizona. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the bootleg. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on second down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They go play action here on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
21.
This is Mostert. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Here's Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Hey, come on. You got 4.
Garoppolo now. On the move to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, look at that. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Murray. And the Niners get DeForest Buckner in there to